Remember everyone, Christmas is just an angry roast. It's Christmas Day! Who got the shittest present? Comment below. What did you get your wife? How bad was it? What was the look like on her face? Or did you do well? Let's crack on, we got stuff to do. Merry Christmas everyone. Here we go! If you watched yesterday's episode and you've come back to watch this episode, I don't know what that says about your character, but I'm pretty sure it's not particularly positive. And I hope you haven't come here for positivity, because I've got none. None at all. I had a right disaster yesterday. That's right, I had to rebuild an entire neck. Because I chose shit wood and it failed abysmally. Much like how Mrs. Richards feels about her marriage. So we've got a lot to do on the Christmas caster in the video in which we're not showing you much about what we're doing. It's Christmas Day everyone, well done. If you've been up since 4 AM, I'm pretty sure by the end of this video, I'll have you sound asleep. That's the plan anyway, that's the plan. Have a sherry at hand. Comment below how many drinks in are you at the minute. If your kids are still at the sweet age, I'm pretty sure you've had a lovely day. I've got some bits to go through. Let's whip through them really quickly because that's interesting even if you don't want to know how to build a guitar. We've got tuners, adjustable, of course. We've got a hip shot style AliExpress bridge. So if you're planning on buying some bits and bobs from Temu or AliExpress to build guitars and you're doing one next Christmas, make sure you order today to make sure you get it in time. We've got some humbuckers, which I got from my favourite humbucker brand, Warman. Not sponsored. He doesn't sponsor anyone, doesn't even answer my emails, but he likes good humbuckers, so I've got to let the boy off. If you are watching this, Mr. Warman, Merry Christmas, you miserable bastard. But we got them in white, didn't we? Because we are colour coordinating, which you must do in the festive season. Strap locks, ferrules, Stumac three-way switch, keeping it simple. Some 500k pots, an orange drop capacitor. The excitement is really rolling now. And a Tusk nut. So we're going to whip through everything today. Since the last video, I've trimmed everything up. You didn't need to see that. It all looks lovely. If you like the look of my parts tray, I'll put a link down below to my website. And you can buy the plans for these for 48,000 rupees. There'll be someone that didn't get that joke and probably have a little moan that I'm charging $19.99 for a plan to make a piece of shit. Yes, mate. Merry Christmas to you. Ha! There's always an internet wanker somewhere. I'm going to get this one radiused off. I'm going to get it radiused off. We'll whip through that now, shall we? Ready? I'm going to cut the fret slots as well. I'm not even going to explain it. Don't even care. Right, that's it, we're all sanded up, lovely. Radius, sanded, chopped. Don't know if you know what I'm doing, let's just skip through it. It's not very entertaining sanding, but there's a shitload of that to do when you're building guitars. You don't need to see that at Christmas. Anyway, I've got to get out anti-Eileen now.
You're an inhumane bunch of fucking living bastards and bitches.
My terrifying anti-Eileen, and we're gonna just skull at the top of this one. I'll whiz through that, she's a scary bitch, brace yourself. How do, back on the road again. One of the goals of this channel when I started it was to build a guitar for Beard Meets Food's Christmas special. I've sent a couple of messages, I've left some comments, fucking nothing. So if you watch Beard's podcast with Josh Gudgeon, or you watch Beard's videos, tag him, say Marlow Studios wants to build your guitar for Christmas. Tag away, do me a favour. Power of the people. Either that or he'll just get massively pissed off and I'll never get my foot in the door. I actually got a bit of a sweat on then. Fuck, that was hard work building a guitar in a day. Admittedly, I'm not sweating as much as Uncle Nigel does in your kitchen once a year when he turns up.
You are creepy as shit.
Everyone's got an Uncle Nigel at Christmas, isn't you? You're not actually related, and he's a little bit noncy, but he comes around and he just eats the fucking food, and you're never allowed to be alone with him. Yeah, that's how you know Uncle Nige. If he's in your house today, let's have a safe word, shall we? Put in the comments, finger buffet. That's the safe word. I'm going to get cancelled for this. I am going to get cancelled. But there you go. So we're all done here. Look, we're sanded up. You've had a little insight, a little taster on how we do this. I've sanded my headstock so we're the correct thickness. We've got a lovely radius on our fretboard, 12-inch radius. I've got some fret slots cut to a Fender scale length. Now I've got to put some frets on. I'm going to put the frets on, I'm going to whiz through that. I'm definitely not going to go into detail on that because it's Christmas and you will be asleep quicker than you can say too much trifle. Nanny Nooney's green trifle is what we always have at Christmas at my house. It's fantastic. The wife normally makes about 7 and she spends all Christmas making trifles, and I shall just consume most of it. Doesn't matter how much Christmas food you've had, there's always space for a bit of trifle on the top just to compact it.
Get in my belly!
Diet starts January. Anyway, I'm going to get set up and we'll whiz through with some Christmas jingles.
One eternity later.
Right, we're gonna have a little bit of a rest from the neck because I'm fucking bored of doing the neck. You're probably bored of watching the neck. Never edited a video like this before. I've never compressed it down into 3 videos. It's a tough call, but I'll endeavour to do my best. So we've got our neck there. I'm just gonna get that supported, whack it on a lump of shit. We've given ourselves some good access so we can bring the neck in half a fret more than normal if you want. Still gonna put 4 bolts on, so don't shit your pants. We're not a 3-bolt business. I know how much you all like to squirm in your pants. One 19mm neck pocket coming right up. In goes our neck. Right, next port call, just get that attached to the neck. We're gonna use inserts and screws from Amazon. Mr. Bezos has supplied this shit. And it all works rather swimmingly. 4 positions, I'm just gonna drill them out. I ain't filming that. Calm yourselves down. So now I've got 4 holes in there, baffling you with the science. I'll bung me neck in. Make sure he's seated exactly where he's gonna go. And we should have some perfectly situated holes in the neck. Technical, I know, fucking baffling. Naturally, I've kept my holes in a little bit, away from any radius we might put on, and definitely away from the edge of the neck, because we don't want to be blowing that out when we put the insert in, which we've all done before. If there's a mistake to make during guitar building, I have made it. Guarantee. And if I haven't made it yet, I fucking will. Now, I just did that manually, on the bench. No fucks given. It's a Christmas guitar. Don't do that. Use your pillar drill, do it proper, get your depths right, think, stop and think. We're winging it a little bit because I'm in a rush. There we go. And we've got a guitar attached to a neck. How does it look? Looks very nice, doesn't it? Very Yuletide, whatever that fucking means. Now we can do a bit of maths. Should we do a bit of maths? Right, we're not doing traditional jazzy, are we? So we've got to mark things out ourselves. If you want it doing properly, do it yourself. Now we're screwed on, I'm just going to triple check my centre line is correct still. And he was a Badger's cod piece off. £500,000, but we're not going to fret about £500,000.
Everybody with me drunk as fuck. Break it down.
We'll just move things. Who's going to know? So if you ever want to know a fact about guitars and where things go, your 12th fret measurement from your nut, you want the same again, and that's the top E saddle of your bridge. Technical or no? 3, 2, 3. I'm going to come in the thickness of my template. Keep things simple, people. Thickness of my template. There we go, we're marked. That was easy, wasn't it? I'm just going to drill these out on the pillar drill now. I shall entice you over with me to the pillar drill once again, to the corner of the workshop. The one spot in the workshop where Nancy Nige would probably make you feel a little bit uneasy. Shall we? Now I just need to pilot and drill the holes through for my strings to go through the body. Oh, bridge is nice and square, everything's lovely. Now ideally this job is something that you would do on the pillar drill, but my pillar drill hasn't got a deep enough throat. Insert meme here.
I can tell that you've been practicing.
There you go, my ferrules are in, they're all in line, lovely jubbly. And don't twat your body with the hammer, because that's going to take extra sanding now, innit, prick? Right, just quickly figure out me volume, tone and switch positions. Have you got that dodgy auntie round the house? She's smashing through all the baby sham. We had one like that, we used to call her the Exorcist, because she wouldn't leave any party until all the fucking spirits had gone. Right, the only thing I've got to do on this body now is do a quick radius on the bottom, give everything a good bit of sanding, fill that hole with something brown, bit of brown epoxy or something, I don't know what I'm going to use there. And then I've got to put some binding on it. Let's get the binding done next, shall we? Moving on. Well, there you go. Christmas Day is at a close. You can all carry on getting pissed. Hopefully your kids are asleep. I'm assuming that if you've watched this video today, you're not in a police cell. So well done. They don't let phones in there, I'm pretty sure. We've got a guitar. It's guitar shaped. The neck is on. We've still got to carve that, but that's all right. I did miss out a few steps in the video because some of you might not be interested. We've put a round on the back. We've got all of our bits and bobs in. We're all bound up. I didn't really go into any detail. There's still a bit of love to give to this guitar. But in the next video, tomorrow, the Boxing Day video, the giving the presents to the scabs day, as they call it in the States, you have Thanksgiving, so don't think that you're fucking special, all right? We're all shit. Let's get this sewn up in the next video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully tomorrow you're not too hungover because it's going to be day 3 of the Christmas Armageddon. Hopefully Nancy Nige wasn't too much for you and Auntie What's-Her-Face is pissed off, managed to get a taxi, and you've all eaten too much Brussels sprouts and the house is pretty much horrendous. Mine probably will be, but I'm not saying anything about Mrs. Richards. Nothing at all. You can follow any of my affiliate links below and buy some bits and bobs for guitars, you never know. Or buy a t-shirt. If you want to buy a Milo Studios t-shirt or stickers or all that shit, YouTube is a giant fucking advert in it. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Anyway, I'm off to have a rum. Merry Christmas, you bastards, and I'll see you on Boxing Day when we can start ramping down this season of bollocks. Love you.